after, we toured for 2 years with American Idiot, so really it was kind of more about, I think we wrote this record in 2.5, 3 years. So, but I don't know, you started out writing songs and then you want to get to, I think we kind of got to a point where we really wanted to raise the bar as far as, creatively or whatever with making a record. So, so we kind of had like something to shoot for. So it just takes a lot of patience and it takes time, and you got to live life, and because that's where the songs are going to come from. You can't force it or anything like that. So
it's just it's about patience and believing in the process, and just coming in here and getting back to regular life and writing a record.
21st Century Breakdown is a continuation of Green Day's journey through this crazy world, and it's like a sort of the end of an era, kind of like putting a bookmark on like the last 10 years, the aught generation or the zero generation, and I think it's we set the bar really high with American Idiot, and we just wanted to expand as a band and sort of take it to new heights, new levels. I think we did it.
I feel like I feel like all the touring that we did, and and our last record really prepared us to put us in a position and gave us an opportunity to reach for making 21st Century Breakdown, and although at times it was scary, and there was some pressure there, and it was a little bit it was also really fun. But it's it's a reach, and I think it gave us the confidence to push ourselves to go to the next level, and I think that we're really happy with how it turned out.
I think the 21st Century Breakdown is that it's photographs of different things that happen. I think that I think the statements are wide open enough and not totally specific that you can sort of relate it to anything, politically or personally that's going on, whether it's the job or trying to hold down a job or trying to hold down a home for that matter, to like what you feel about like faith and religion and to just trying to find a deeper truth. I think that's the one thing that all of our records have in common, is trying to find some sense of truth or something. But I think now, more than ever, I think we've been able to tap into things that are specific and challenging. Especially when you're hit with like a different crisis every week.
I concur.
I agree. Agree to disagree. Someone's gonna say agree to disagree, I think, afterwards.
I think they're not quite strong enough words for actually how great the album really is. But if that guy keeps writing, maybe he'll get his adjectives together. And he forgot to say masterpiece, for one.
He probably I didn't say Captain Kick-Ass.
I don't think he said brilliant enough.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think it's great. Everybody's gonna have, their own way of describing this, or they're gonna interpret it their own way. Some people just listen to music and don't read the lyrics and enjoy the music, and some people read every lyric and hang on every word. And I'm just glad that people are loving it the same way that we do, and it's what we live for.
Agree to disagree. The first and only time that we were in Latin America, it was some of the most exciting shows that I could remember, and it's been 10 years since we've been there. So I think we plan on going sometime in 2010. So I think it's going to be like some of the greatest shows that we've ever played. And I think I don't know. those particular fans like bring in like an energy and excitement that I think is unparalleled to any country, really. So it's gonna be great.
To Havana and studied trap drumming with Jose Ilario, and just it was a great experience. Very eye-opening, and a lot of good friends and delicious rum and awesome music.
I think back when we were playing at Gilman, and just being involved in the punk rock scene as a culture and as a lifestyle, and the way that we are critical of the world around us, and the way that we live our own lives every day. I think that was like the best education I ever got. So it was and it still applies today, and also you never stop learning. So it's you never learn. It's like you never really peak at any particular age. You just kind of keep moving forward and doing the best work that you can.
I just think playing small punk shows and from back in our youth it's just kind of ingrained. For me, it's always ingrained. Just keep it light, have fun, but you can be serious at the same time. Life's a good mixture of both. What about you, Trey? What do you think?
Learn how to mosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
A wee bit.
Well, we got approached by Michael Mayer and Tom Holtz, who did Spring Awakening. They wanted to do a stage version of American Idiot, and we didn't know what to expect, but we saw some workshops and what they were working on, and it was amazing. We were totally blown away. So I think it's set to hit at the Berkeley Rep for the first time in September. So it should be pretty cool, We'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, the album American Idiot kind of makes sense to see in that sort of like on a stage with, sort of a more of an innovative production, and not, it's not your grandparents' musical. So it's gonna be rock and roll and
Rock and Roll 102.
102.9.
Niner. I think it's great. I think Green Day being around for 21 years it's like we clearly define all ages. I mean, there's been kids 15 years ago that were having sex and conceived children at our shows that are coming to our gigs now. So it's it's great. It's generational, and it kind of shows like just sort of this sort of linear energy that people seem to be bringing to the gigs, and also what they get out of the records too.
Agree to disagree. Touche.